Once I heard that what was going on in Tanzania about the people with albinism and how they were badly persecuted and hated on many levels, well, when you hear something like that, you just couldn't sit back and do nothing about it. When you hear something like this, what's going on to these people, it's a huge shock. But after the shock, you become angry, as I did. And after the anger, then, you feel very compassionate for these people. But I think compassion also needs action.
It's a film about slums, like in the title. Usually those neighborhoods are very, the image that we have of the slums, it's very bad images. So I wanted to give them some time to speak and I wanted to show their reality. Even if people are poor, they have this feeling of having a home. That's the point of the film.
Today I'm going to be talking about the importance of measuring the impact of media. I think a lot of documentary filmmakers have social change in mind when they make their film. They're hoping to have a real impact on society. And so we're developing tools in order for them to measure whether they've succeeded or not.
Before seeing Captivated, I think the perception of Pamela Smart is a very simplistic, problematic, sort of salacious perception of a human being who seduced her young lover to kill her husband. People will realize how complicated the case is after watching the film and how complicated her situation is after watching the film.
4 years ago, a great friend of mine, Eric Gordon, called me with great enthusiasm saying, "You've said, I know you said the oceans are in trouble, but she really explained it and we have to do something." And she mentioned that films could help. And in classic Sylvia fashion, about a moment later, a couple beats later, she's like, "But please make a hopeful film."
Part of the wish that was supposed to be big enough to change the world was certainly to inspire people to care and to do everything in our power to embrace places in the ocean that are basically the equivalent of parks on the land, places where wildlife and wild places can be safe, and to restore the health of the ocean.
And so we picked a very prominent celebrity in the community, sort of a entertaining person, and that was Sheriff Arpaio. We let the story develop at an important story about democracy. It's helping people discuss politics, not yell. With Hot Dog celebrating 21 years and me bringing a film that took 10 years essentially, this kind of quality takes time. You just can't do this overnight, and that's what we do as documentarians and as people and festival people. We work hard to bring this to the people, and it's just really an honor to be at Hot Dogs.